Hi there, it's Carol with Carol B Crafts. Today we're going to be making project 3 in my Spooky Cat online class, which is available to you free with a purchase. It's my gift to you with a $60 retail purchase using the host code on my blog, www.carolbcrafts. So we'll be making these today, and these are adorable. Anyone would love to get these. Let's get started on our project number 3. Okay, so you'll need this packet from your Spooky Cat online class materials. And what you have here are 2 pieces of basic black cardstock, and they are 4 inches by 3, so 3 by 4, 2 of those. Then you have 5 of the punch outs in Whisper White from the Everyday Labels punch. It's a new punch with the holiday catalog. And then this is something that I made using just some pumpkin pie cardstock. Let's see, it was 2 1/4 inches long and 1 5/8 this way, so 1 5/8 and 2 1/4. And all I did was take my 1/2 inch circle punch. I put this up against the pumpkin pie cardstock, and I followed the design of the, and then just punched, just left a little bit before I punched. Just followed it out and punched a little off of each corner, and that's how I got this pumpkin pie backing for the tag. So you have 2 of those, because we have 2 bags, 2 gusseted. These are the 3 by 6 gusseted bags that are in our catalog, our annual catalog. And we're going to be making a treat, a couple of treats here, and we'll be using the Spooky Cat, this image here, and then maybe Happy Halloween and Trick or Treat. And then if you have this, it's optional, Labels to Love. It matches the Everyday Labels punch. You can make this one here that says Have a Happy Halloween. So you can make 2 different ones, or you can make 2 of the same using this stamp set here. So the first thing that we need to do before we do our stamping, go ahead and score these in half. Get my scoring tool out. So these are 4 inches wide, so we're going to score them at 2 inches. Get on the camera here. Okay, so we have our scored at 2 inches. Now we're going to fold them in half and get our bone folder and just burnish that crease really good. This is going to be our tag topper for our bag topper for our bag. We have 2 of them. And then, so you can kind of see how this is going together. So it looks like we actually need 2 of those. So let me get another one of these. So you'll actually get 4 in your 4 of those and 5 of these in your bag. I guess my bag was short. So I'll go ahead and show you, since I'm going to have to do this, how I did the corners. So I just centered this even all along the edges and took my punch, just followed that out a little bit towards the corner. Okay, and then that's how you get your backing. So now we're going to, now that we have front and back, we're going to do our stamping. And so photopolymer, usually we need to have a back pad under it for, cushion. And we'll need our basic black ink. I'm going to show you how to do both ways so that if you want to do some of both ways you can. So we'll do basic black ink. Ink up our stamp. Now this is the one that says a wicked yummy treat for you. I just re-inked my pads, so I'm not sure how it's going to do. Okay. And there's the one. And then we'll do this one here. Well, actually, since I'm going to do, I'll go ahead and do this one in case I mess up on the other one. Okay, so if you just have the spooky cat, then you want to do two like that. And then put that aside. We'll go ahead and do the backs. Well, we need to put our ink, black ink away and get our pumpkin pie out. And you can decide whether you want trick or treat on the front or happy Halloween on the front. So I'm going to put, I think I'll put happy Halloween on the back. And I'm just going to put it across the back like this. Oh wait, that's not what I want to do. I want to put happy Halloween on the back of one of these. It's confusing. Okay, so we'll get there. Okay, so happy Halloween there, because this is the back. Not the back of that, but the back of the bag. Okay, so we have two happy Halloweens for the back. We have two wicked yummy treats for the front of our bag. And now we just need to add trick or treat to this. Okay, so then we have those two done. Now, if we wanted to do the optional, we would do our, I guess we'll do trick or treat on the back of the optional one. So trick or treat on the back of the optional one. And then we'll be done with our pumpkin pie. I hope I'm not confusing anyone. Okay, then the next thing we're going to do is, now the optional one is the Have a Happy Halloween, and we don't need a photo, it's not photopolymer, so we don't need a mat for that. What we do need is Stampin' jig, so we can have perfect placement. We need our black archival ink. We'll take our stamp, Have a Haunting Halloween, and we'll make our plastic, do our plastic image. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's only going to help us to place the image on our on the cardstock. And then I'm going to use my fuse, just to, not fast fuse, but snail adhesive, just to put a tiny little bit there to hold it in place so it doesn't move around. Then I'll put my image I stamped over my punched image. Put my Stampin' in place. Keep that still, and that's why I put the adhesive on there, to keep my punch out still while I use my Stampin' jig. And I'm going to make sure I get this one inked up really good. Now, just like an elevator, it's going to go straight down. And then straight up. And I didn't put a lot of sticky on there, so it should come off pretty easily. So we're done with our stamping. Clean off my, you don't want to leave that archival ink on there. Okay, so we're ready to assemble our bags. And so, let's see, I think it's best to put this on the bag and staple it and then put these over the staples. So that's what we're going to do. I have a bag of Rolos. I picked things that I liked. So I'm not quite sure how many to put in here. I'm just going to eyeball it. You can put anything in here that you want. These are food safe, so no worries there. If it's a candy that's not covered, you're fine. So that's, oh, there's something in there. A little piece of chocolate. So that looks about right. Kind of make it look pretty. Move them around so they look pretty. So you can see their tops and not their bottoms. Because that's important. That one is here. Okay. So that's about how much I'm going to fill it up with my Rolos. And then I'm going to fold down about an inch there. And I'm going to put get my stapler. There's my little stapler. We don't sell these anymore, but if you have any kind of stapler, you can use any kind of stapler. So I'm just going to staple it on both sides here. And then I'm going to staple it here. Some people just staple it in the middle. They don't put two on the sides, but it's kind of heavy candy, so I'm going to use two. So then what we have is we'll go ahead and put some more snail on this one. Put it on our pumpkin pie. And then put it on our bag. Happy Halloween. Trick or treat, having a haunting Halloween. And then I would put trick or treat on the back. Be sure to cover up those staples. Okay, so we have our first treat bag there, and then I'm going to do another one using these from the Spooky Cat. That one I'm going to use some Reese's, miniature Reese's cups, because I like those too. And I'm not sure how many of those are going to go in there. Whoops. The good thing about the gusseted bags, they go out so that you can put more in there. So there's my inch. Again, I'm going to staple and staple. Get my wicked yummy trick or treat for you. Well, there. Sometimes that doesn't want to work right. It gets an attitude. And then we'll go ahead and stapled this. In the center. Okay. And then we'll put this one here. Happy Halloween. Now you don't have to put one on each side. You could just leave it like this and have it black on the back. That would be fine too. It's your preference. And we'll put it on the back. Happy Halloween. These are 2 yummy treat bags you can give to anyone that you like to share your sweets with. All right, well, thanks for joining me, and thanks for taking my class. Get your class materials free, minus the candy, of course, at my details on my blog, www.carolbcrafts.com. Basically, make a $60 retail purchase using the current host code on my blog, and I will send you free of charge all the materials to make the 10 projects, 5 designs in the Spooky Cat online class. The class runs from September 1st to October 13th. Thanks for watching. Bye now.